Hello, good morning. I'm in my classroom. Hi, Erin. I know everyone's probably either teaching or planning right now for their day, making copies, dealing with broken copy machines. But this is the only time I can Periscope today because I have to babysit tonight. So usually I Periscope at 7 in the evenings after my baby goes to bed, but I'm Periscoping early today. So I'm reading this amazing book by Ralph Fletcher. It's awesome. So hi, it's me, Amanda from SchoolDaysSimplified.com. My kids are going to be here in 15 minutes? So I'm just jumping on real quick to just talk to you about what kind of writing teacher you are. So a lot of people, when they teach writing, they tend to do the easy thing, because teaching writing is so challenging and hard. And a lot of people, myself included, they like to give like writing prompts and grammar worksheets and essay assignments and things like that. But if we really want our students to become love writing and become true writers who enjoy it and take risks, we need to become different writing teachers. Will you show the book again? I want to do a screenshot. Yes. So this book is actually great because it not only talks about teaching writing, it also helps writers like teachers to become writers themselves, which I think is so key. We need to do what our students are doing. If we expect our students to write every day, then we need to be writing every day. If we expect our students to write an essay, then we need to write an essay. We need to put ourselves in the shoes of our students. So I just wanted to read you one thing. So this is just a conversation that the author had with one of his students. He said, because his student was just struggling with this one draft that he was working on. And so the author says, do you really want to do a second draft on this? Why don't you put it away and work on a new story? And the kid said, I'd like to, but Mrs. C gave me a B- on this first draft. She says if I work harder, I can pull it up to an A-. I have to add more description and details. That's the kind of writing she likes. And this is one of the ways we sabotage our students as risk takers. The cost runs high when we coerce them through grades, praise, favoritism. Like good writing and, grading your writing, grading students' writings with rubrics and just it just sucks the life out of writing and what writing could really be. And so what we need to do is encourage our students to take risks in their writing by showing them our own writing and by talking about having deep conversations. So the best writing classes I visit are taught by teachers who work hard at creating an environment where children can put themselves on the line when they write. They do this by reading out loud the books and poems that powerfully affect them. Students tune into the emotions in their voices, into the emotions of the teacher's voices. They read accessible examples of literature dealing with risky issues. They share some of the resonant issues in their own lives. They write and they share their writing, especially the false starts. So you as a teacher need to share your journal with your kids and share your crap. Share the stuff that didn't work very well. Share your lists of topics and ideas that you want to write about. And then I just want to end with this really funny story. So I have 90 students, but I am taking the time to just flip through my students' journals just to pick up little pieces of what they are doing as writers. We don't have to read every single student's every piece of writing. We just need to pick up a little bit of what they're doing so that when we have conversations with our students, we can be like, oh yeah, did you write this one story about Pepper's magic? Because it was hilarious, and so you can have those conversations with kids and just pinpoint little things that they're doing as writers. And even if you don't remember what they wrote, it's okay as long as you're taking the effort and making the time to just skim through a few journals every day. 95 students for me. Yeah. So what I did is I just pulled I said, okay, students, you were supposed to have 5 drafts done by a certain deadline. And so I said, raise your hand if you did more than 5 drafts. And then I was like, I want to see your writing. Bring your journal to me. I'm taking them home over the weekend. And so I had maybe like 15 out of 90 that wrote more than 5 drafts. And some kids came up to me and they were like, Ms. Werner, but why don't you want to read mine? And I was like, I will read yours. I just want to know what these kids who, are going above and beyond, what they're doing. So I'm really curious about them. So this is one of the students that wrote more than 5 drafts. So this story is called Pepper's Magic. It's really short. I'm just going to read you this really quick part of it. So Camden whispered in my ear. So you pick up Pepper. Pepper's a hamster. You pet his backside. You pet his side 3 times, 2 circles, and rub his belly. Camden whispered. It's overly complex, but it's the best way to pet her hamster. I picked up Pepper, Kinsley's hamster, and did everything 3 times. I think he likes you, Bella said. Right after she said that, Pepper pooped on my hand. What? Kinsley said. She picked Pepper up and put him in his cage. Camden said, you should go wash Pepper's magic off. I washed it off. When I got back, everyone was laughing. I was too. Okay, so I don't know. These are just like really funny things and really, memorable things that your kids write that you might be missing out on if you don't just pick up a few journals and read them. And who cares if it's, things aren't capitalized or misspelled or they're not using paragraphs or you just see like a whole bunch of awfulness. You could pick out tiny little things and have conversations with your writers about the topics they're picking and the risks that they're taking in their writing. That was just kind of like a hilarious thing that I just oh my gosh, Pepper's magic. So anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic Monday. And I'm going to be teaching all day and with babies all night. So hopefully I'll be able to watch a few Periscopes tonight. I might be watching all replays, but yep. So I'll see you all next time. I keep a journal in which I write down errors I see while I read in their journals. See, okay, I don't even write. I just read. I'm not grading. I'm not like, oh, I should write down this kid's doing this and this kid's doing that and this kid's not doing this and this kid's not doing that. I just read it for the pleasure of it and being able to have conversations with my kids about the things they're writing about. And I think that is more powerful than taking notes and being okay, this kid doesn't know how to use paragraphs. Because really, that's so much to keep track of. I feel like the thing that we need to really grade and assess is their final published piece. That's the thing we need to look at. And before you even grade it, have your kids grade it first. Because they know their writing best. And so just take the pressure off yourself and put it in the kids' hands. I think that is really important for us to do. You can't do everything. You can't be there for every single kid, but you can show an interest in their writing and you can, build their confidence and build their love of writing by, showing interest in them and showing interest in what they're doing and the things they're accomplishing in their journals. So